Hi everyone, Vickie here, Rock and Roll Prophetess. Thank you for joining me for the February 2017 video general readings for everyone. I'm going to be using my deck, the Rock and Roll Tarot deck, and then it's going to be followed up with the Beast Mistress Animal Oracle cards. Also, if you go to my Vimeo On Demand page, this month's deck that I'm using for the Lots of Love reading is going to be the Morgan Greer deck. The following is not an advertisement, but only an explanation of how my readings work. So if you know how to use my readings already in my shorthand so I don't have to repeat myself 12 times, go ahead and skip ahead. Thanks for joining me, and I look forward to doing your reading. First of all, I want you to take time to gaze upon each card. There are messages in the image and text. Pause the video if you have to, because the words will shift and change to reveal a message that is just for you. This is Empowerment Tarot. I'm not here to tell you how to lead your life, and no one should. Trust your own intuition and allow your guides and angels to speak directly to you. If this reading does not resonate with you, be sure to check your rising and moon sign for further insights and illuminations. Finally, as to the court cards, which represent the people in the spread. Because this is a general reading for so many people, the court cards will not be gender specific. So even though I may refer to a queen as a female, as she is represented on the card, it really could be anybody in these general readings. So now, without further ado, on to the... Hi there, Geminis. Thanks for joining me for the February 2016, or 2017. So it always takes me a few months to get used to that. But this is the reading with the Rock and Roll Tarot deck and the Animal Totem, Beast Mistress Animal Totem card. Get out of here. This is crazy. I'll tell you in a minute what I'm talking about. Both of these decks are my own creation. So here we go. What's in store for you guys coming up in February? This card, I think, has been out in every single reading. I'm not sure, but it's been out in quite a few. It's been in the last few, anyway. The last few I've done, and I don't know what's going on. Well, one of the things I've been, keep talking about, it's Valentine's Day. It's one thing. If you want to get a love reading, I have those for $2 and some change on Vimeo. I'm using Morgan Greer deck this month. I use a different deck every month for that one. I have those Vimeo Lots of Love readings if you're interested in just love. But the other thing that's happening here in February is this eclipse season, okay? So everybody's changing, everybody's moving, everybody's changing. There's a lot of different changes going on. This is a long-standing issue, something that's been a long-standing disagreement or issue is going to be resolved. Now this is fixed or something, but I thought it said pie. So I don't know, pi, like P-I-E, pi, that kind of pi, not pi the math equation. Although sometimes they get me to say things, maybe pi the math equation is for somebody. But pie. So are you going to get your piece of the pie, or maybe pie has something to do with somebody, like specifically? Maybe you were arguing over pie since the holidays, who knows, I don't know. But it's a long-standing thing, a long-standing blockage or stalemate or thing. It's going to start to change. Now, it's not going to change completely overnight, but you're going to start to see this happening because you have the Ace of Rods here. So it says the seeds planted are going to bloom and grow. So these are just the beginning moments. These are just the beginning seeds that are planted, and you're going to see that it's finally going to start to change. You're starting to see some change happening. It doesn't feel real drastic. But where there was a brick wall, now you may see like just light starting to, cracks in the wall and light starting to trickle through. It does feel like many of you are going to get some good news about money because the pages are the messengers, and all the young dudes carry the news. So this young dude, he carries the news about money and finance. He brings money to you. So it does seem like there's some money coming related to this. The reason I say it's not going to happen overnight is because you still have Strength in Reverse. So Strength in Reverse is saying it's still going to require some patience on your part, and you're tired of waiting. You don't have a lot of patience. You've been waiting. So you want it to move quickly, but Strength in Reverse is just hang in there. Believe me, it's changing. Even if you don't see. Sometimes with this kind of cards, you might not even see the changes happening right now. But it is, promise me, I promise you it is. So the Four of Rods is here, and it's the central card. Like I said, I think this has been just about everybody's reading. The Four of Rods is changes in your home environment. That's primarily the biggest meaning of it. So if any of you are trying to move or relocate, this would say that's going to happen. And this is always a good card. This is a very favorable card. It always means the change is for the better. It's going to bring more happiness, more harmony, more peace, and joyous celebration. It can be love. It very often deals with love, but in this case I don't see a lot of love around. But if it is love, it could say you're going to move in together, you're planning a marriage, you know, your relationship is getting serious, you're taking it to the next level. The other thing that this can represent is a change in your work environment. It's kind of like a change in your everyday environment. So it's your home where you live, but you know, your second home is your office. And it can also mean, you know, bringing a home office, working from home. This woman has something to do with it, or, well, male or female if you watch the intro. And by the way, the intro is not a 3-minute advertisement. It is a 3-minute introduction of exactly how my readings work, that this could be a male or female and so on. So please don't make nasty comments when you haven't even watched the intro and don't even know what it's about, because that is not what it's about, okay? Anyways, back to the reading. This person, this air sign person, this Aquarius, this Gemini, this Libra person, they're going to be helpful. The other thing this was in another reading too, the other thing is, besides it being an actual person, which I feel it is, it could be timing. And it could be telling us that the timing is during the time of air. Now we're going to be in Aquarius for much of the month. We're going to be in the side of Aquarius until the 18th when we move into Pisces. So it could be right away in the first three weeks. You may hear, this person's part of it. She's going to make it happen. I'm calling her she, but if you watch the intro, it could be he or she, okay? She's going to make it happen. She could be the realtor. She could be the person selling the house or renting the apartment or the office space. She could be the person that hires you or something like that. Now, it almost feels like some of you are kind of going for a loan or something. Here's the thing, that we're going to come down here. You got the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, but then you also have the Six of Pentacles and the Justice card. So this tells me that there's a false start. Like say you're trying to get a loan for a house. You want to buy a house. Your loan may be, you may not get the loan, but the first one you try for. But then you turn around and you do get a loan. You know, you do get a loan from a different, you know, a different bank or whoever, you know. This could also be, if you have some kind of legal thing going on, this could be the first offer. Like the first offer, you turn it down, it's like, no, that's not enough. I'm not going to accept that. Or even if you're selling a property, you know, this could be the first offer on the house. Like somebody, you're like, no, I can't accept that. That's too little. And then turn around and the next offer is what you... So number one, if you're trying to get a loan or trying to get some money from somebody and you get denied, don't be discouraged. Just try again. If you're trying to sell a property or something like that, or even settle a lawsuit, and the first offer is way below what you're wanting, hold in there. Have strength. Say, no, I can't accept. That's too low, and you're going to get what you're wanting, or very close to it, in the ballpark. You're going to get more than this first offer. Okay, so it's worth. Don't be discouraged by this. This is what I really want to tell you. Don't be discouraged. A better situation, a better financial situation is coming along. Or it could be if you're looking for a job, and this could be negotiating a salary even. Or a job comes up, but it's way less money than you were hoping for. Maybe you don't even take that job, but you wait, and then another job comes along. This feels like this is boom, boom, too. It's not like, okay, I'm not taking that job, and here I'm sitting around for another year waiting. You know? I feel like you can afford to say no to this, okay? Or if it is like you're not approved for the thing, or you don't get the job. You might not get the job that you're wanting, the first one. Don't worry, another one's coming along. If this is a job, because justice is involved, so it could be justice will be done just in a real general sense. It could say, you know, you're going to get what's fair and right for you, just like that, you know. But usually it does have to do with some legal stuff. Like, excuse me, signing of contracts, signing of legal documents, you know, those type of things. It can be an actual lawsuit or court case. Absolutely, it can be. But if you hang in there, have strength, have patience, it will go in your favor. And this person definitely is going to help, is coming along wanting to help you, and is going to be helpful. They're fighting, you know, they're like, I get this, like they're your champion. They could be your lawyer, if it's an actual thing where you would need a lawyer. They're your champion. They want to help you. Okay, so what is going on for Cancer for the animal totem? Do I have one? Yeah, I have one. Ooh, dragonfly. Cool. I love dragonflies. They're healing. Dragonflies are healers. Okay. Inhabitor of two worlds at once. Air and water, day and night. Multidimensional travelers bring healing and light. Protectors of the realm. Lifting the veil to the unconscious. Well, that's pretty cool. I mean, it doesn't really relate much to the reading, but it's saying that there's going to be... You know how I was saying, like, she's your defender? Because dragonflies can be seen like that, you know, like warriors, you know. But I get the feeling like magic is at work. That's one of the things I can say for sure. When dragonfly shows up, there's magic at work. There's some magical things at work. And there's going to be twists and turns that happen that you couldn't even fathom. You know, sometimes we can't figure it out all in our head. Sometimes the universe has things in store for us that we didn't even think about. You know, it's beyond anything we could plan for, you know, and then all of a sudden these magical events, because it feels like this is what you're planning for, and then you could fall into really deep disappointment, but don't. Just be aware, say, okay, well, that wasn't for me. Simple as that. That's not for me. Whether it's you don't get the job, well, that job wasn't for me. Or if it's like they're trying to really lowball you on some kind of thing, well, no, that's not for me. I want a little more. I'm not saying you're going to get if this is the case where you're trying to sell a house or something and you want to get this exact amount. I'm not saying hold out till you get that exact amount, but hold out till you get closer to the ballpark. I would say like this would be like an insulting. Like, don't insult me. Are you kidding? You know, like they're gonna really try to lowball you. I'm not saying hold out till you get exactly that penny, that list price that you're asking, but hold out till it's more closer in the range or in the ballpark. Okay. Okay, everybody. Hey, thank you for everything you do. If you want to check out, go to that little circle up there, that little eye in the sky, and you can find out everything I have, including if you want the love reading for $2 and some change. It's pretty cool. If this doesn't resonate with you, be sure to check your rising sign and moon. I have all sorts of stuff that I sell, and that's what keeps these readings free. I have books, I have decks, I have personal readings. I have personal readings in a wide variety of price ranges to fit anybody's budget. And you can find all that information on my site. And if you like the animal totems, I post a daily animal totem there. I have everything on my site, but also below I have all the major links. You can just scroll down below and check them out, including the Facebook page where I post a weekly animal totem, so if you want to follow me on there. Okay, so thank you guys so much for everything you do, supporting me and the channel. It keeps the readings free. Don't forget to hit subscribe. Thank you for donating, liking, sharing, everything you do. Remember, you are love and beauty incarnate. Have a great month of February and a very happy Valentine's Day, and I'll speak to you soon.